Tonight on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, huge playoff football games from all around the Bay Area. We'll have St. Francis battling Valley Christian, Liberty meeting De La Salle, and Freedom taking on California.
Basketball features Antioch battling Dublin, soccer with Woodside and Leland, and the story of the Homestead soccer star no longer on his own. 49ers Cal High Sports Report starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the CCS with a great matchup with two fine teams. The MA Bears feature a hard-hitting linebacker, Daniel Heimuli, but this is a multi-talented team.
That's right. The Bears taking on a Wilcox team that comes in a perfect 12-0 and really without a close game in 2 months. This is the CCS Open Division I title game played at Independence Friday night.
The undefeated Wilcox Chargers going for a CCS title against the Menlo Atherton Bears. Wilcox up 7-0 early. Gabe Herrera receives a handoff from Alex Adami, and he goes near side after a 15-yard pickup. Chargers end up near the Bears goal line, and again it's Herrera popping through into the end zone. 14-0 Chargers. Ensuing MA drive, the Wilcox defense spectacular through the first. Isaiah Flores grabs the sack, and the Chargers go on to take the 21-0 lead. With 11 to go in the second, Jaden Barker gets a handoff at midfield. Some excellent blocking there, and Jaden goes over 40 yards for the touchdown. 21-7 the score. On the next Wilcox drive, the pass is tipped by Daniel Heimuli, and he comes up with it to put the Bears 10 yards out. And here are the Bears on the very next play. Jack Alexander heaves it deep into the end zone, and that is Troy Franklin on the other side of that pass with the amazing grab. Bears down by just one score, but the Chargers going for their air game too. Alex Adami drops back and lets it go. Paul Rosa makes the grab and runs her home. Chargers go up 28-14 at halftime. Same score in the fourth. Bears put a freshman in at quarterback playing in only his second game. That's Matt McLeod, and he finds Jake Wang for his first completion in his varsity career. MA would score on consecutive drives. It's 28-27 Wilcox. Under 4 minutes to go, McLeod tosses it to Franklin. Troy hits the brakes and reverses field, and that is a touchdown. The MA Bears take their first lead of the game, and that was all they needed. MA wins the CCS Open Division I title for the second time in the past 3 years.
The Salesian Pride honoring America before hosting Stellar Prep in the NCS D5 semifinal. Salesian on the board first in the first. Ronald Robertson rolls to his left, connects with Kareem Sullivan, and Kareem is going to run for a while before he's finally taken down at the 35. Just a few plays later, Robertson hits Kalen Chang for the first points of the game, 7-0 Pride. Stellar Prep answers right back. Elijah Lawson fakes the handoff and sprints down the sideline and into the end zone. PAT no good. It's 7-6 Salesian. But the Pride comes right back on the ensuing kickoff. Adrian Perez returns it from the 20, runs down the sideline, and he is gone. 80 yards to the house untouched, and Salesian takes a 13-6 lead. Stellar Prep looking to answer back, but the pass is picked off by Christopher Lucy to stop the Thunder drive. Salesian will take advantage of the turnover on their very next drive. Robertson scrambling and throwing to Elijah Saturn, who makes the catch and brings it to the 5. The Pride would score a few plays later. It's 19-6 Salesian after 1. The Thunder fighting back in the second. Lawson heaves it deep to Billy Jones, who hauls it in for the touchdown to cut the deficit to 7 at halftime. Stellar Prep continuing the comeback in the second half. Lawson throws it deep downfield. Jamani Murphy for 6. Two safeties makes it 23-18 for the Pride, and Salesian puts it away here. Give it to Josh Del Sol, who finds a hole, and he turns on the Jets. 27 yards to pay dirt. Salesian wins it 31-18, advancing to the D5 final.
The Santa Teresa Saints getting ready to take on the Aragon Dons this Monday night. The Dons on the attack early on. Aragon attempts a shot. The Saints keeper knocks it away, but freshman Alexis Villanueva Zavala is there for the rebound and the score. That's his first goal of his high school career. 5 minutes later, Santa Teresa's Carlos Hernandez passes it down the field. It's deflected by Aragon to Brandon Alper, who drives it all the way in the box and nails the goal for the equalizer. It's 1-1. On the free kick now for Santa Teresa, it's Alper bending it nicely over the wall, but a terrific diving save by Emerson Zaragoza, and Kofi Green knocks it out of bounds. The score remains 1-1. Second half now. Jake Miller with the header to Alper, who dances around the defense and fires it in the back of the net, and that would go on to be the game winner. The Santa Teresa Saints take this match 2-1, Alper scoring both goals for the Saints.
It's the Wilcox Chargers meeting the Westmont Warriors for the Sandy Stober Classic at Lindbergh High. The Chargers dominating in this one. A steal by Mason Yee finds Elise Corwin, who is there to pick it up and put it in. Wilcox up by 4, but the Warriors fight for control of the ball. Nanar Bursalian passes to Caitlin Yang, and it's good for 2. So in the first, Stacy Klassen to Mason to Corwin, who hits from beyond the arc. The Chargers now with a comfortable 10-point lead. Seconds left in the quarter. The Chargers keep the momentum going. Aaliyah Yee snatches the ball and finds Mason in the corner for the 3-ball. Aaliyah doing her thing, stealing the ball to get it to Corwin for another Wilcox triple. A swish by the junior captain. Westmont keeps on fighting. The shot is off, but right there is Reiko Silingo, who puts it up, and the layup is good. But the Chargers just too much in this one. Anna Neely finds Ellen Collins in the paint for the bucket as the Wilcox Chargers go on to win it 52-13. An outstanding first win of the season for the Chargers.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week and a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikus Center.
The Rikus Center producing an original rap every week based on last week's games. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Yeah, Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. These are your Players of the Week. Check it out. Football is like candy for Isaiah Newell, cause he's a lifesaver now and later, fool. A raw annihilator for the Las Lomas Knights, sinking their teeth into the game like a rock with an overbite. Isaiah carried the ball 10 times with 3 catches, 251 yards. It was constant reenactment of Tara Linda, unable to contain this junior standout. Defenders left shaking their heads with their hands. He's the leader, no follower. McKinley Oliver covering distance on the field like he's spinning odometers. Rushing for 3 touchdowns for mission high to lead them to the title game. His ambition's high. Grabbing 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. Now he's on the spotlight like David Duchovny. As the Bears beat Galileo 27-0. Another win and they'll have the City League championship. Oh yeah. Rikus Center. Cal High Sports. Those are your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
Synthetic turf has come a long way since the first iteration of AstroTurf in 1965. Gone is the cement-like green surface, and the new generation synthetic turf provides much improved cushion. I'm often asked about the safety of field turf versus natural grass, and the answer is quite complex. While there is some evidence of increased high ankle sprains, midfoot sprains, and ACL injuries on field turf, the results are not conclusive. The thought is that if you plant and cut on artificial turf, there may be very little give and the ligaments are under more stress as compared to natural grass, where some of those forces may be dissipated as the foot slides out. Studies are ongoing in the NFL to look at the impact of field surface and cleat type, so stay tuned and we should have more information in the near future.
Coming up, the Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game as St. Francis battles league rival Valley Christian for a CCS title.
And we'll have girls hoops as Mission San Jose battles Amador Valley when 49ers Cal High Sports Report returns.
When you're ready to buy a house, a mortgage from U.S. Bank could help make it possible. And a dedicated financial partner will be with you every step of the way. See about pre-qualifying today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Defender twice my size. Bring it. Down by 2? I got this. I love this game as much as the pros. I may not play for the Warriors, but I have the same doctors. Teaming up to keep the pros and me at the top of our game.
The biggest Wrangler sale in Cali is at the #1 volume dealer in Cali, South County of Gilroy and South County of Marin. We have to sell 200 Wranglers by the end of the month. Get $10,000 off the remaining 017 new Wranglers in stock. Unbelievable! Lifted topless Rubicons, Sahara hardtops, soft tops, lifted to the max. So go over the biggest mountain. Get to your favorite hunting ground, your favorite beach, and enjoy life. There are millions of people in Cali, but only 200 will get this deal.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the CCS Open Division 2 title game. This one is a rematch of a game played October 5th. That one was a tight defensive battle won by the St. Francis Lancers 7-3.
But since then, the Valley Christian Warriors have won 6 in a row with revenge on their minds. This game is for the section title, and it's our block construction CCS blockbuster game, and Robert was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
Tonight's game is a rematch of a game played in early October. That one was won by the St. Francis Lancers. Momo Wilmer with the big play of the game as Valley Christian was driving for a go-ahead touchdown. Wilmer gets the interception in the end zone. So St. Francis won that one 7-3, and that eventually led to the West Catholic League title for the Lancers. Expect another defensive battle tonight in the block construction CCS blockbuster game. Right off the bat, Valley in great position after a muff punt. Isaiah McIlvain goes far side and dives in, and Valley leads at 7-0. St. Francis right back later in the first as Ryan Daly throws deep for Evan Williams, and our player of the year hauls it in and runs all the way down to the 16-yard line. Then handed to a Petty Fangupo, and I'm a big fan of the Fangupo. We're tied at 7-all. Later in the first, Daly over the middle to Evan Williams, and a terrific catch by Evan. He had a great game for the Lancers. Second quarter now, same drive, and it's Fangupo again taking it in. The Lancers have a 14-7 lead. More Lancers in the third as Daly fires deep, and again it's Williams hauling it in and down at the 7-yard line this time, and that leads to this 34-yard Mike Leahy field goal. 17-7 Lancers, looking good. But back come the Warriors as Corey Taylor fires to Zach Laidlaw for a big first down, and that leads to this Lucas Ramirez 24-yard field goal. It squeezes through, and it's 17-10 Lancers. A series of turnovers in the second half. This pass is picked by Colorado-bound three-sport star Momo Wilmer, but the Lancers can't take advantage as they cough it up. The ball recovered by Enrique Nava. 4 minutes to go in the game as Taylor fires to Devin Vanderbilt, who cuts inside, then breaks some tackles and races outside, and he is gone 55 yards, and we are tied at 17-all, and we go to overtime. Valley on offense first. Taylor throwing to Skylar Loving Black, who makes a fine catch, both feet down. 24-17 Warriors. Now it's the Lancers' turn. Daly tosses to Evan Williams, who makes a terrific catch, and we go to a second OT. The Lancers go first this time, and again they toss the fade to Williams, who fights free and makes the catch, but the extra point is missed. The Warriors hand it to Tommy Dunham, who dives in to tie the game. It all comes down to the extra point, and Lucas Ramirez floats it through, and the Warriors from Valley Christian are the Open Division CCS champions with a trip to NorCal next week. A great team effort by the Warriors, who had a lot to prove in this game.
This game meant a lot, actually, because we came out here knowing we're the underdogs, and that first loss to Wilcox, we kind of put a chip on our shoulder. Everyone was down us the entire season, and we did. This was our biggest game. We didn't want to play any other team except St. Francis, and we did that and got the win.
Now we're getting in some girls' hoops with Mission San Jose visiting Amador Valley. Warriors with an early lead. Isha Numbisen passes it to Megan Nair, who nails it from behind the arc, and there's a lot more where that came from. Second quarter, Aaron Zhu finds the hands of Nair, who brings it down the court and hits another three for the Warriors. It's 17-6 MSJ. Amador Valley with an answer. Look at the steal by Mary Tinter, who lays it up and won. The Dons now trailing by 9, but the Warriors keep the momentum going. Karina Wu to Starla Murillo to Nair, who does what she does best. It's 30-12 Mission at the halftime. Dons taking control of the ball here. Emily Tinter connects with Isabella Mauricio, who splashes it in. Here, Nair not taking the shot this time, but passing it to Numbisen, who hops behind the arc for the three ball. Mission with a comfortable 24-point lead and into the fourth. Mauricio driving it into the paint for a Dons basket, but Mission's just too good. Jessie Yang finds Haley Wakayama in the corner for the Bomber, and the Mission San Jose Warriors take this game 60-44 with an impressive win to start this season. Each week, South County Chrysler brings us the Coach of the Week award.
This week's Coach of the Week is Andrew Cotter from Freedom High School. The Falcons won a huge playoff game last week and head to this week's semifinal game, which we will feature later on in the show.
Andrew Cotter, this week's South County Chrysler Coach of the Week.
Cinemark is getting ready to open its new luxury cinemas at Southland Mall in Hayward. To help you get ready, we're giving out free passes for 2 with a trivia contest.
This week's question is, what Orlando Magic player starred in the movie Uncle Drew? The first person to answer it on Twitter gets tickets to a Cinemark luxury theater.
The answer to last week's question is Ali Mahershala, starring in The Green Book, played basketball at Mount Eden High School.
Very nice.
Yeah, coming up, an NCS Division II contest with Campo Lindo and Bishop ODowd.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Girls Basketball Power Rankings for the preseason.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
F Tony, Y Knight, 15-week Y Sif, Y left out, I left ace, C drift. Once he takes one step up, we got him. Stack formation, created our separation, explosive down the sideline.
Play action, Garoppolo dropping. Great catch by Juszczyk. Marquise Goodwin, stone cold Kittle.
We finished those last 5 games playing the best we had all year. Get better or worse, you never stay the same, and we need to make sure we get better. I believe when we go out on the field, we're gonna have a chance to win every single Sunday.
High school sports builds character, builds communities, builds legacies, and Block Construction plays a big part in this, building state-of-the-art athletic facilities all around the Bay Area. With an unwavering commitment to teamwork, innovation, and quality workmanship, Block Construction places great value on dedication, performance, and successful outcomes. Block projects inspire excellence and are a place where memories and legacies are built. Block Construction, we care, we prepare, we perform.
Luxury loungers are coming to Hayward at the new Century Theater, opening soon at Southland Mall. For grand opening information, go to Cinemark.com.
We're from De La Salle, and you're watching 49ers Cal Sports TV, baby! Let's go, man! Let's go!
We are back at Levi Stadium with the NCS Division II semifinal game with the second-place team from the Diablo Foothill League, Campo Lindo, taking on the champs from the West Alameda County Foothill League, Bishop ODowd.
Out of breath there.
It's a big name.
Yeah, the WAC. So Campo Lindo and Bishop ODowd are the 3 and 2 seeds and looking to advance in the game played at ODowd Saturday afternoon. The Bishop ODowd Dragons feeling right at home as they host Campo Lindo in the NCS D2 semis. The Cougars try to get started on the first play of scrimmage, but the ball is fumbled and recovered by Colton Vardell, and ODowd takes advantage of the turnover. Mo Flynn connects with Jaylani Warren for a nice gain. Dragons score a few plays later, and it's 7-0 BOD. Campo back on offense, but the pass is intercepted by Malachi Ward to stall this Cougar drive once again. Bishop ODowd takes advantage. Flynn throws it to Warren, who makes the catch, sheds off a tackle, and he'll walk it in for the TD. 14-0 Dragons after 1 and looking for more in the second. The ball is fumbled, and right there to scoop up the loose ball is Brandon Manti, and he has gone 30 yards to the house to cut the deficit in half. But back come the Dragons. Flynn scrambles and heaves it deep to his favorite receiver. That's Jaylani Warren, who hauls it in for 6. PAT is good, and it's 21-7 Bishop ODowd at halftime. In the third now, Flynn rolls down the sideline and fires a dart to Sterling Stokes, who makes a spectacular catch and makes his way inside the 35 to move the chains. Then just a few plays later, give it to Austin Jones, who powers in for the touchdown. 28-7 Dragons after 3. BOD puts it away in the fourth. Flynn sneaks it in for the touchdown, and the Dragons win it 35-14 to advance to the NCS D2 final. They'll face Marin Catholic.
The Dublin Gales getting set to take on Antioch. Their star Robbie Beasley on the bench with a bad ankle. He should be back next week. Meantime, Elijah Alonso was red hot in the first. He nails the three there to start the scoring. Antioch right back. Eric Donaldson behind the arc for three of his own. The Gales pull away, though, in the first. Full court pressure leads to the Jalen Pierce steal. Ahead to Devon Jackson with a lefty lay-in. More Gales as they go inside to senior forward Skylar Robinson, who turns and bounces it home for Dublin. More Gales on the run. Anthony Roy over to Alonso for his fifth three-pointer in a row to end the first. The Gales up big. Second quarter, toss it into Grant Manning. Grant working hard in the post and scoring with some pressure on him. More pressure D for the Gales as Giovanni Gardier gets the steal and the bucket. Late second quarter now as Jaden Saunders stops and fires, and that's 3 points. As Dublin rolls behind 20 points and 5 three-pointers from Elijah Alonso. Dublin 2-0 to start the season.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Kiara B. Genie joins us now with the story of a Homestead soccer player and his journey to this country.
Robert, one of the greatest things about sports is the way that it's constantly bringing people and cultures together. Tonight we meet Augustine Muganza, a Congo native who is adjusting to life here in Northern California.
When Augustine Muganza is on the soccer field, he is home. Augustine was born in the Democratic Republic of Congo and raised in Uganda. 6 years ago, Augustine's parents sent him and his siblings to the U.S. for a better life. Soccer has helped him find his place.
In Uganda, that's where I grew up. So in Uganda, that's why I played soccer probably when I was like very little. I can't remember, but I was little.
Soccer is very different where Augustine is from. Access to a soccer ball, cleats, a goal, and even a grass field is very hard to find.
Here you have like pretty much everything you need, and compared to over there, it's very hard to get the stuff you're getting here. Surface, sometimes there can be rocks everywhere, and you have to play through the rocks, and sometimes you might injure yourself. I prefer here much better.
Augustine is an incredible athlete on the pitch and is one of the Mustangs' biggest offensive threats. His elegance and style sticks out to his teammates.
He's very skillful and he's like a very unique player because not a lot of people play like his style, and it's you can't really teach it. It's really graceful and stuff. It's kind of like in America, our soccer is kind of like fast, it's all brutal, and he kind of adds like a art to it.
While adapting to soccer in the U.S. was easy for this Congo native, finding a home was different. Augustine has moved from home to home the past 6 years as a part of the foster system. His life turned around 2 years ago when Augustine was paired with incredible foster parents and enrolled at Homestead High School.
He had some difficulties even at Homestead. I used to get some calls for the counselors, but as a team, the administration, the teachers, everyone has rallied behind him, and he's been able to accept the responsibility. As you can tell, his teammates love him, and he just gives us another dimension on the field,
Augustine and his siblings left his homeland together, but they were all separated after arriving in the U.S. He still talks to his many sisters, but doesn't get to see them very much.
To leave your family behind and to come and to be accepted as a member, I know sports, that's what it does. We are his family, and he embraces everyone, and we embrace him, and like I said, it's just an amazing thing to have him around.
Augustine misses his family, but the soccer star shows nothing but gratitude for all Homestead and soccer has given him.
I don't know how much I can describe it, but very thankful. I don't know how much to be thankful, but I'm very thankful for everything that the school has showed me, and the soccer team made me feel more welcome. I enjoy it to be around like a family, second family.
When Augustine is with the Homestead soccer team, he is home.
I love the bond that this Homestead team shares. The Mustangs are off to a great start, winning their first game against Piedmont Hills, and Augustine had 2 assists in the game and played very well.
All right, and it's great that the foster family program is awesome, and for them to take him in is terrific.
Yes, yeah, he found a great home.
Very good. Thanks, Keith.
Augustine is our Be Human Inspirational Athlete this week. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominee so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be Human, inspire, and be inspired.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week as Burlingame battles Carlmont.
And tournament basketball as Cupertino meets Bellarmine when 49ers Cal High Sports Report returns.
The Callaways wanted to share the beauty of our country with their kids through the gift of travel, but fulfilling this dream seemed out of reach. Familiar with their adventurous ambition, Tri-Counties Bank personal banker Violet Diaz and team explored different financial avenues, sending them down the road with a flexible home equity line of credit to fund a family RV. Now lasting memories are on the horizon. That's service worth sharing. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
Serino Group is committed to giving you the very best service when buying or selling a home, but we're also committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We are encouraged to see the good and uphold it. Serino Group has pledged to give 1% of our gross commissions to charitable and community groups making a positive difference. Serino Group has donated more than $2 million to these groups since the inception of the 1% for Good program in 2012. Go to our website to see the list of recipients. Serino Group, our community is your community.
Hi, Ed Graziani, a founding member of the Serino Group. I'm proud to support high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
One Hit Away Foundation is the only nonprofit in the country dedicated to brain healing and brain health resulting from sports-related concussions. We help athletes get better quicker and learn the benefits of brain health. Don't ignore a possible brain injury that can get worse over time if left untreated. Call One Hit Away today and find out what we can do for you, or go to our website at onehitaway.org.
One Hit Away Foundation can assist your high school with holding a concussion awareness event. We believe that student athletes, parents, trainers, and staff should be well educated about the effects of this invisible injury. Contact us today.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. This one is a great peninsula matchup between the Ocean Division champs, that's Burlingame, and the champions from the Lake Division, the Carlmont Scots.
Yeah, both teams coming off outstanding regular seasons and powering their way to the title game played at Sequoia High School Saturday night. It's our South County Chrysler Game of the Week, and Aubrey was there.
The Carlmont Scots taking on the Burlingame Panthers for the D4 title. The Panthers come out ready to ball. Jordan Malashus dumps it to Lucas Meredith, and the sophomore takes it 20 yards down the near sideline, just inside the 30. And a few plays later, Jordan rolls to his right, settles his feet, and heaves it to his twin brother, Devin, who makes an awesome grab. Burlingame up 7-0, and here are the Panthers threatening again. Meredith bounces outside, goes for the corner of the end zone, and is in there. Burlingame goes into the second with a 2-touchdown lead. Jordan Malashus connects with Taylor Kaufman, a 33-yard catch for the sophomore. The Panthers with a very young team. The Burlingame D pressuring all night long. Curtis Loudy gets a hand on the QB. Santana Capristo tips it, and Yusef Ventura comes up with the pick. And then it's the offense pulling off a little trickery. Jordan connects with his twin brother Devin, and then Devin connects with Chase Funkhauser in the end zone, and the Panthers are just having fun now. They cap off the scoring with the sophomore Meredith breaking through the line and taking it 19 yards to the end zone. The Panthers go on to celebrate their Division IV championship. They win it 38-0, both the offense and defense getting it done.
And here with me, the Division IV champions, the Burlingame Panthers.
Let's go!
This defense was absolutely lights out. This is our game MVP, Dylan Neely. Dylan, 13 games later, you guys are champions. How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, from the beginning, everyone doubted us. We started off slow, but we came together,
became a team because we had a rocky road in the beginning, but we just came together, became a family, and took dubs after that.
Yep. Talk about this shutout. Talk about this shutout. This defense was amazing.
Man, our front line, shutout all year. I mean, I want to shout out Noah. He's always been there. Hey. Front seven, we rocks out there. But yeah, our D-line's up there, and that's what puts the goose eggs up on the board.
Nice. And we're going to talk to Curtis next. All right, Curtis, you dropped game 2 and game 3 of this season. 10 in a row since then. What was that turnaround?
It's just keep working hard. I kept watching film, seeing what I did wrong, work on it always, and just kept working hard each day in practice.
Awesome. All right, now we're going to talk to Lucas over here. Lucas, you're only a sophomore. You got a couple of years ahead of you, right? But what will you remember about this team?
I remember all my brothers. I remember how we, lost to Live Oak and lost to Sacred Prep, and beat Half Moon Bay and beat Kings Academy and beat Overfell and beat Colmar. Hey.
These are your champions, guys. Take us out.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Cupertino Pioneers getting set to take on the Bellarmine Bells in the Cupertino shootout. The Bells offense clicking early. Quinn Danker with a bounce pass to Kieran Cruz, who attacks the hoop, shows off the spin move, and one. Bellarmine on the fast break now as Cruz shows off his playmaking skills. Behind the head pass to Kyle Lewis, 17-9 Bells. Cupertino looking to mount a comeback in the second. John Dwan dishes to Skylar Santos, who shoots and scores from deep. But back come the Bells. Constantine Cole over to Denker, who lays it in and draws the foul as Bellarmine takes a 25-20 lead at the half. The Bells begin to pull away in the second. Denker kicks it out to Gio Sasso, who makes it splash from downtown. That's what he does. The Pioneers still fighting back, showing great ball movement here. The ball finds Santos, who drills it from three-point land, but this one belongs to Bellarmine. Sasso gets the steal. His shot is off, but Ryan Trodson is right there for the offensive board and the lay-in as Bellarmine gets its first win of the season. 54-31 was the final for the Bells. Cruz with 16 points for the Bells. Santos with 16 for Cupertino.
Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer goes to Creighton Morgenfeld from Palo Alto High School. Creighton is a stellar cornerback on the defense for Palo Alto this season. Off the field, Creighton built garden boxes for a local elementary school as part of his Eagle Scout project. Creighton also placed American flags at a military cemetery on Memorial Day and worked on maintaining a hiking trail during summer camp.
Creighton talks about why it's so important to volunteer.
It's really cool to come together as a group and help those who are less fortunate, and you can really see the impact you have in the community.
Coming up, the marquee game in the NCS as top-ranked De La Salle takes on Liberty.
And more boys hoops as Lee battles Sequoia next.
Back at the NBC Sports Studio with the powerhouse game that we have been waiting for all season long. Both De La Salle and Liberty come into this game with a perfect 11-0 records. The Spartans ranked in the top 10 nationally.
Yeah, but Liberty is very talented, looking to do what no Bay Area team has done in 27 years, and that's beat mighty De La Salle. The game played at Dublin High School Saturday night. Here come the mighty De La Salle Spartans. The Spartans going head-to-head against Liberty for the NCS Open title. 3 minutes in, De La Salle looking to bring the ball into Lions territory, but it's picked off by Dazion Bartley, and the Lions are in business. Liberty takes advantage of the turnover as Jay Butterfield throws a bullet to Cody Muth in the end zone, and Liberty strikes first. But De La Salle answers back in the second quarter. Here's Dorian Hale on the quarterback keeper. He cuts up the middle and races home, and we are tied at 7-all. 3 minutes left in the first half. De La Salle inside the Lions 40. Hale hands it to Shamar Garrett, and the junior running back breaks free, and you can't touch that speed. Spartans up by 7. De La Salle putting in work in the second quarter. Hale goes long and finds a wide open Granley Daly for the 33-yard passing TD to close the first half. Liberty trying to keep pace, but watch out for De La Salle's top defender, Henry To'o, sniffing out the screen pass for a big stop. De La Salle keeps rolling on offense. Here's Hale faking the handoff and taking it himself. He brings it to the near sideline, and he is gone. 59 yards to the house. De La Salle protects their streak, capturing the NCS Open Division title with a final score of 42-7. The Spartans will face Mater Dei in the Open State Finals next Saturday.
Now to the hardwood, the defending Peninsula South champs taking on Lee in the Cupertino shootout. Sequoia wins tip-off, Leo Loese receiving it from Sam Schultz, and Leo lays it in. The Longhorns' Dylan Johnson drives to the hoop, kicks it out to Connor Smith, and he lands the long catch-and-shoot J. Lee leads the first 13-10. Quarter 2, Schultz finds Gus Kirkpatrick, who attempts the corner J, and that's 3 for Gus to tie it up at 22. But Lee would extend the lead to 8 before the half. Max Lee getting fouled on the layup and one. 30-22 Lee heading into the second half. Sequoia's Gabe Munguia takes a step back and lands the uncontested 3. But Lee's offense would break open. Max Lee driving in, finds Johnston, and there is way too much space there for Daniel. He throws it up, and it's good for the 10-point lead. We'll show you some relentlessness coming from the Longhorns' Owen Dyer. He gets knocked pretty good there, keeps possession, drives in, and you can count it. Plus the and one. Dyer is fired up, and so are the Longhorns. They win the first game of the season with an equal scoring attack coming from Smith, Johnson, and Dyer.
Now time for our first girls soccer game of the season. The Leland Chargers hosting the Woodside Wildcats. After a quiet first half, we go to the 57th minute. Leland charging forward here. Alex Sochaki with a great ball ahead to Ruby Tahara. The freshman brings it all the way to the box and places a perfect pass inside for Megan Houston to finish. Leland with a nice goal for the 1-0 lead. The Chargers spending a lot of time in Woodside territory. Rebecca Womer feeds the ball high in front of the goal. Perfect ball for a header, but the shot goes over the crossbar. 65th minute, the Chargers pressing. Lola Corredas draws in the defenders and a pass to Womer, and Womer takes the shot from deep and it bounces in. 2-0 Leland Chargers. Leland attacking again. Womer with a great move to get free, but freshman goalie Tegan Lynch came in late in the game and makes a spectacular diving save there. But the Leland Chargers hold on for the 2-0 victory to start their season with the win. Goals by Houston and Womer. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we show tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order. Makes a great Christmas present.
That's what I hear. Be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. If you like us on your TV, you should give us a like on Facebook. And most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week.
Coming up, our Block Construction NCS Blockbuster game. It's big-time boys basketball with Salesian and James Logan.
And when we come back, more NCS football as El Cerrito meets Cardinal Newman. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
The Rikers Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
The biggest Wrangler sale in Cali is at the #1 volume dealer in Cali, South County of Gilroy and South County of Marin. We have to sell 200 Wranglers by the end of the month. Get $10,000 off the remaining 017 new Wranglers in stock. Unbelievable! Lifted topless Rubicons, Sahara hardtops, soft tops, lifted to the max. So go over the biggest mountain. Get to your favorite hunting ground, your favorite beach, and enjoy life. There are millions of people in Cali, but only 200 will get this deal.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and an invitation to our 49ers Prep End of the Season Awards Banquet right here at Levi Stadium. The date, May 20th.
We'll show you some really good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
First up, the California defense coming up big. The ball is tipped once, twice, and Kian Faroudian gets the ball. Kian, right place, right time. Anytime we shoot St. Francis, you know Evan Williams will make our Play of the Week highlights. A spectacular catch for some, a normal catch for Evan. Watch Freedom's Joey Aguilar's leaping touchdown throw the Falcons of the big semifinal win, but the Play of the Week goes to Daniel Hamuli from Menlo Atherton. He tips the pass straight up in the air, catches it for the interception. Can you see why he was our CCS Defensive Player of the Year? This linebacker is fantastic. Daniel, you were already coming to the banquet, but now you're getting 2 plaques with the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week. You'll meet our Players of the Year in the 2018 Fall Awards Show. See you next week. To the hardwood now for 2 teams hoping to battle for league and section titles this season. The Salesian Pride is coming off a NorCal appearance and looking very strong this season.
Yeah, the Pride meeting a talented James Logan team this week. The Colts 1-0 with senior big man Malcolm Stedman leading the way. Logan and Salesian in our block construction NCS Blockbuster game. Our Austin Manili was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
It's a new basketball season here at Salesian as the Pride hosts the James Logan Colts. Last year, Salesian ended the season ranked 16th in the nation, and coming to tonight with 9 key returners on the roster, which could make them even more dangerous this year. And after clinching a league title the year before, one key player to watch is Gabriel Hawkins, a very dominant athlete who led the Colts in almost every category last season. It's our very first block construction blockbuster game of the winter season, so let's get straight to it.
And both teams came out ready to battle. Jaden McClanahan, one of the key returners, who gets his boys rolling with this layup for 2. The Colts trailed in the first quarter but still kept themselves in the ballgame with this hippity-hop step lay-in from Brett Thompson. Salesian would take control to start the second. Javon McClanahan on the pick and roll to Ryan Moore. Salesian leads 18-15. Here it's the Pride shutting down on defense. Jaden Lazo hits the floor to steal this for Shane Bell to Moore with more points, that is. Still in the second, this is what you call team basketball right here. Lazo to DeMar Shea Johnson to Moore. Nice pass. And Salesian leads 27-19. Here it's Brett Thompson with the steal to Brajan Thompson as the Colts come back to trail 30-26 at the half. Third quarter, and Brajan Thompson was just a rainmaker by draining this 3 from downtown, and it's good. Colts trail by 1. And this is some pretty teamwork. Javon McClanahan lobs it up for Shane Bell. This wasn't a slam, but that was still awesome. Pride leads 53-38. Final quarter, and Thompson brings his team back to single digits. He's got a nice stroke, and he sinks his 3-ball and 1. Here, Javon McClanahan goes to his twin brother Jaden with this dribble up for 3. He would score a team-high 17 points. And all night, Salesian showed off some beautiful team basketball, and it was special. The Pride beats the press, and Tyler Brinkman takes this one up strong and secures the victory for his squad. So I caught up with McClanahan afterwards, who took a beating late in the game, but still enjoyed the win.
It feels good. You always want to come in the game ready to win. Like, you don't want to lose, so it's good that we took care of home court.
In Richmond for the Blockbuster game, I'm Austin Manili, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
North Bay Sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. The Cardinal Newman Cardinals looking to keep their fine season alive against El Cerrito. Newman on the board first in the first, handed to Shane Moran, who busts through the line and into the end zone. 7-0 Cardinals. The Newman D coming up big all night long. Hunter Granis in the backfield with a solid tackle for a loss there. Late first quarter, toss it to Moran, who is in again. 14-0 Cardinals. El Cerrito looking to tighten the score. A nice run here from the Wildcat by Nassim Woods, but the Gauchos would not score. Second quarter as Jackson Pavitt swings it out to Jake Woods, who takes a huge hit from Dago Albert. He's a hitter. That led to a short field goal and a 17-0 Cardinals lead at the half. More Newman in the second half. Pavitt throws deep to the sideline. Chauncey Lieberthon fights the defender for the ball. It's tipped and then caught by Lieberthon. Great play there. Later same drive, Pavitt, the Cardinals' fine junior quarterback, running hard up the middle. Pavitt later scored from 1 yard out, 23-0 Newman. Later in the third, Pavitt throws to Moran out of the backfield, and Shane takes it all the way down to the 1 yard line. The Cardinals punch it in from there. Newman's fate decided in a coin flip Sunday to see which D4 team advances to NorCal's.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor San Ramon Valley football star Tristan Sinclair. The Stanford-bound senior sports a very impressive 4.4 GPA.
Wow. Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates its 5 Broadcom finalists this year. 9th graders Harsh Deep, Shunak Ghosh, and Airly Sun were all named to Broadcom's top 300 in its Masters competition. While 9th grader Alice Feng and 7th graders Sirham Bimaraji won cash prizes, trips to science camps and fairs, and earned congrats from U.S. Senator Kamala Harris. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Each week, Adobe brings us a tip on how to use great Adobe products to improve your highlight reel or team video.
Here's this week's Adobe tip. A jitter effect in your football videos can be fun and add an extra feel to the play. These are really easy to do. In Premiere Pro, you can use keyframes to move the video up and down. So in position, we set the first frame. Then 1 frame later, we move the video down. Keep doing these up and down keyframes for as long as you want this jitter to last. We'll add 7 keyframes. Now when the video gets to this point, we have our jitter. Just another way to use the Adobe Creative Cloud to make your videos better than all the rest. Coming up, Freedom takes on California in the NCS D1 semifinal.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Football Power Rankings.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer.
And I'm Keith Andry.
And we are both brokers with Serino Group. Many of you will remember legendary football coach Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband, who was a champion of high school sports. And together, Keith and I support high school sports in our Bay Area.
Back to the NCS Division I bracket, where the Freedom Falcons soar into the Division I semifinal game with the number 3 seed.
The Falcons taking on 2nd-seeded California on the Grizzlies' home turf Friday night. And it's the classic on Friday night in the NCS semi between Freedom and California. First quarter, Cal already up 7. Matt McCreary to Asher Golden, deep to Jamal Cornwell on the double pass, and the Grizzlies take a 14-0 lead. California with the ball again early in the second. McCreary play action finds Cornwell again, all alone on the left sideline. Walk it at home, 21-0 Grizz. The Falcons in big trouble now, needing a score. It's Joey Aguilar with the jump pass to Kamani Tolfree. Look at that. Freedom on the board, 21-7 at the half. Freedom just getting started. In the third, the Falcons in the red zone. Aguilar finds his running back Roy Lee in the flat to make it a 1-score game. Freedom gets it back on their own 3-yard line. Aguilar hands off to Diego Freitas, turning up the corner, and there he goes. Freitas galloping down the sideline for 68 yards. Mikhail Ely would cash in to close the drive. It's a tie game, 21 all going to the fourth. Falcons score again to make it 28-21, but the Grizz come right back. McCreary hits Cornwell for the 3rd touchdown of the game to knot it up at 28. Both teams exchanging haymakers in the fourth. Freitas takes the handoff, sheds the defender, and he's off to the races, rumbling 43 yards downfield, capping the drive 3 plays later. Freedom on top, 35-28. Cal would drive down again. 15 seconds left in regulation. Cameron Fitzpatrick hauls it in the back of the end zone. The Grizzlies look to end the game, elect to go for 2, and are stopped just short of the goal line by Roy Lee, making the tackle at the 1. Cal did get a chance at a last-second field goal, but it was no good, so the Falcons erase a 21-point deficit to punch their ticket into the NCS title game next Saturday.
The Woodside Wildcats making their way down to Fremont as they take on the Kennedy Titans to open the season. Cats looking good early on. Sydney Fujimoto kicks it to Natalia Hotevic, and she scores from deep. Kennedy on offense now. Chantel Nuno finds Vanessa Oliveira de Leon, who passes it back to Nuno, and she lays it up and in. But Woodside answers back. Hotovec dishes it to Haley Stewart, who attacks the basket and converts the lay, and the Wildcats take a 5-point lead after 1. And the Cats continue the momentum. Sydney Truesdale with the pass to Amanda Chow, and Amanda drills the mid-range jumper. It's 21-9 Woodside at the half, and the Cats got hot in the second. Fujimoto over to Chow, who drills it from behind the arc. And Woodside on the attack again. Hotovec dishes it to Fujimoto, who passes it right back to Hotovec, and she makes it splash from downtown. Kennedy still battling back. Hallie No on the bounce pass to Kylie Ortez, who banks it home from the top of the key. But this one belongs to the Wildcats. Fujimoto shoots and scores from deep three just before the buzzer, and Woodside takes the 43-21 victory for their first win of the season. Natalia Hotovec leading all scorers with 20 points.
The presentation volleyball team had another fine season, making it to the Division III state title game.
The girls meeting up with Shanberries from 99.7 now at the Rikes Center this week.
Hey, we're at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 now, here with the ladies of the Presentation Girls Volleyball team. That's what I'm talking about, ladies. Sophia, you guys are probably in one of the craziest leagues in volleyball. How did you guys prepare for this season?
Yeah, so we had to prepare a lot this season, so we are a younger team this year. So we got into the gym the first day after tryouts. We've been working with our weight trainer, Sean. Our coaches have been really great doing stats reports. We've watched film. So we had to come out really strong this year because our league is one of the tougher ones, and we really wanted to do a lot better than we have in the past. So.
And I can tell you guys have been working super hard. You guys made it all the way to states. Congratulations. You should feel so proud of yourselves. How did you really get there? What was that main thing that really took you to that?
As you said earlier, you know, our league is very competitive and probably one of the best in California. So that really helped us and prepared us, you know, going into CCS and NorCal, like we didn't see anything that we haven't seen before, so it really prepared us to make it all the way to state.
Well, congratulations again, ladies. I love to end with tradition, so Haley, tell us about some of those Presentation High School girl volleyball traditions.
Well, at the beginning of the season, an upperclassman is paired up with a lowerclassman, and those are our EBs, other known as like our encouragement buddies. So we're just there to like support each other throughout the whole season. Another tradition is that we have pre-game dinners together, and then we go, during the JV match, we go to the weight room and just blast music and like sing and dance together.
But that sounds super fun. Congratulations again for making it to state, ladies. I'm Shan from 99.7 now. You can catch me every morning from the Fernando and Greg show, 6 to 10 a.m. and then 10 to 2. Give it up for the ladies of the Presentation Girls Volleyball team.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play-in game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to
the Freedom Falcons as Roy Lee gets the tackle on the two-point conversion to preserve the win, and the Falcons were pretty happy about it. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer. Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikes Center.
Hey, I'm Juan Pablo. Today's training tip is single leg squat to box. Tyler over here is going to demonstrate for us. We're going to start Tyler on his right leg. That foot is going to be about 6 inches in front of the box. Scoot your foot forward a little bit. And from right there, he's going to try to sit back to the box, allowing his hips to touch, come right back up, keeping his arms out, extended, working on good posture. Give me another couple reps. Our goal is to maintain a straight line from the ankle through the knee into the hip. Keep your weight through the heel, do the entire exercise. Good.